Personally, I hate prank channels and I absolutely despise family channels. And before we get into this video, yes, I used to run a prank channel, so I know how garbage it can be, right? This content is for degenerates and pieces of crap, and that's basically it, right? And you have to continuously make your pranks more disgusting, more aggressive, and more destructive the farther you get into this career, because people don't care if you do like an electric hand zapper on your friends or something. Nobody cares about that. They want to see the disgusting stuff where you're messing with people or where you're hurting people or where you're doing something gross to people, right? And that's why I don't like those type of channels, because it ends up being something that is just beyond gross. And something that I think is absolutely disgusting that we need to take a look at as well is this TikTok right here. This TikTok is by a mother when your baby didn't finish her breast milk, but it's liquid gold. And then the title of this TikTok is giving my husband trust issues, hashtag crazy wife, hashtag breast milk, hashtag husband prank. So, and there's like some sort of audio singing in the background. I can't play it for you. And then she pours it into his coffee and then she hands it to him. So, you know what? It might be fake, whatever. If it's fake, that's fine. He consented to it. The main thing here is talking about consent, right? When you give somebody your bodily fluids, that's absolutely beyond breaking their trust. And that's gross, man, right? Like this, in this case, if he was, let's say it's not fake, right? And he's not willing to drink your breast milk, but you trick him into it, that's disgusting. And women don't get the backlash that men would in this type of situation. If this gentleman decided to bust a nut in her coffee, he would get tons and tons of backlash, days and days worth of comments and backlash saying you're gross, that's disgusting, how could you do that to your poor wife, etc., right? Or even if he spit in the coffee, pissed in the coffee, whatever, it's still a bodily fluid, and regardless, it's still a crime in my, my knowledge that I've seen online. I looked it up. Assault with bodily fluids is disgusting. And while sure, it's only milk, right? It's still something that comes out of your body. And if he doesn't want that in his mouth, then he shouldn't have it in his mouth, right? But these comments are completely the opposite, as if a man did it. Did he notice? I'm not saying it's right, but my husband hasn't suffered a man cold since I spiked his coffee with breast milk. Do with that info what you will. My man drinks it straight from the tap. I dare you to make cold foam with it. Wait, this is actually genius. I considered this the other day when I ran out of creamer. Okay, so she's talking about herself. This one, my husband used to drink mine too. See, and that's fine. If you consent to drinking it, totally different. But we as a society and generally as people, right, look at male consent as basically non existent. How many times do women go and like, they're like, hey, you want to do it? And then the guy's like, no, thank you. And then she's like, wow, what did I do? Oh, I bet you're getting it from somewhere else. I bet this and that, and the other, right? That kind of stuff. And they start pressuring them, right? Not that men don't pressure people into that kind of stuff, right? It happens. I get it 100%. But it's socially acceptable to pressure men into things that they don't want to do. It's socially acceptable to feed men your bodily fluids. And it's socially acceptable to, degrade men to nothing. And it's absolutely disgusting. Obviously, women have their issues, right? Obviously, men have their issues, right? But this being continues to be socially acceptable and have hardly anybody call it out is absolutely disgusting, right? And you know it's a garbage prank when you jump over to YouTube and it's all these terrible family channels doing the same prank. Breast milk in my cereal prank. Husband eats cereal with breast milk prank, right? And of course, they're using the children for clickbait. Breast milk and cereal prank. My husband drinks try with breast milk. The modern sings, K&A family, right? You can obviously tell that it's garbage people doing garbage pranks with other garbage people. Chances are it's fake, but at the end of the day, it's still assault and it's still unacceptable, right? It's gross, and the reactions would be completely different if it was a man doing it to a woman. And I think that double standard needed to be addressed. So if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy watching me talk about things and stuff, right, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button as well if you enjoyed the content. If you absolutely hated it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. I still see them, so I'll know when you disliked. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below as well if you'd like. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.